Welcome to Gooseberry Science and Education videos. Have you ever stopped to think about how much science is packed into your everyday life? It's not just for scientists in white lab coats. It's absolutely everywhere, shaping our world in ways we barely even notice. So in this explainer, we're going to break down what science really is and show you how it pops up in some pretty unexpected places. All right, let's get into it. Seriously, from the second your alarm clock jolts you awake to that late-night movie you stream, you are constantly bumping into the results of scientific discovery. It's kind of like the invisible framework of our modern world, built piece by piece over centuries of curiosity and brilliant ideas.
So let's start with something simple, right? The kitchen. That nonstick pan you use? It's coated in Teflon, a material that was actually discovered by total accident back in 1938. And here's the wild part. Its super slippery properties weren't just great for cooking eggs, they were also crucial for making astronauts' spacesuits more flexible. So you go from flipping pancakes to walking in space, all thanks to one scientific oops. How cool is that?
And it's not just our kitchen gear, it's in our toys too. I mean, think about these building blocks. They're actually a little miracle of material science. Chemists figured out how to create this incredibly strong, versatile plastic that can be molded with amazing precision, perfect for building whatever a kid can dream up.
And then you've got how science just completely shrinks our world. Thanks to physics and engineering, things like this bullet train let us zip around at unbelievable speeds, connecting us like never before. But seeing all this stuff in our daily lives, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Okay, so we've seen all the amazing things science does for us, from our breakfast to our travel, but what is it really? Like, at its core, what is this powerful thing that has so totally reshaped our planet?
It sounds like such a simple question, right? But the answer? Well, it's huge.
At its heart, science is all about the search for truth and knowledge. It's not just a big book of facts, It's a way of thinking, a process for asking really good questions, testing out ideas, and slowly building a reliable picture of how everything works, from our own bodies to the edges of the universe.
And this just shows you the insane scale we're talking about. I mean, science looks at everything from the tiny, tiny dance of atoms that make up, well, everything, all the way up to figuring out the incredible engineering needed to launch a massive shuttle into space and explore other worlds.
And this quote right here, it absolutely nails it. Science isn't just about idle curiosity. It's about solving problems, real-world problems. The biggest breakthroughs in history happen because somebody saw something that didn't make sense, a puzzle that needed solving, and they just couldn't let it go.
Okay, so if science is about understanding, well, everything, how on earth do you even start? That's a huge job, right? Well, to make it a little easier, scientists break it down into different fields or branches, where each one acts like a special lens to look at one part of the giant puzzle. And here are some of the big ones. You've got life science, which is all about living things. Then there's physical science, looking at the basic rules of matter and energy. Earth and space science, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Our planet and everything beyond it. And material science, which digs into what stuff is actually made of.
So to really see how this works, let's just zoom in on one of them. Let's take a closer look at life science. It shows us this incredible hidden world where every single living thing is connected in this amazing web. A perfect example, the food chain. It's a really basic idea that shows how energy moves from one living thing to another. Think about it. Every organism needs to get its energy from somewhere, and that simple fact creates this huge, complex, and beautiful web of life.
So here's how it generally works. It all starts with the producers, things like plants that get their energy straight from the sun. Super efficient. Next up, you have the herbivores, the plant eaters. They get their energy by munching on those plants. And then you've got the carnivores, who get their energy by eating the herbivores. And finally, when everything dies, the decomposers, we're talking fungi, earthworms, that kind of stuff, they break it all down and return the nutrients right back to the soil, so the plants can use it all over again. It's this perfect continuous circle.
Okay, so let's zoom back out from that one example. When you look back through history, you see how this process, this asking questions and finding answers, has led to these massive breakthroughs that have just completely changed the world.
I mean, really think about these for a second. Gutenberg's printing press. It didn't just make books. It let ideas spread like wildfire. And Newton, He didn't just figure out why apples fall. He gave us the rules for how the entire universe works. Pasteur's work with bacteria saved millions upon millions of lives. And Röntgen's X-rays, for the first time ever, we could see inside the human body without surgery. Every single one of these moments completely rewrote the rules of what was possible for humanity.
But here's the most important part. Science isn't some dusty old book that's already been written. No, it's a living, breathing adventure that's happening right now. And guess what? You're invited. It belongs to every single one of us.
You know, every single one of those amazing discoveries, every invention, every leap forward, it all started with just one simple thing, a question. Curiosity is the fuel for the engine of science. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this. What are you curious about? What problem do you want to solve? What's the next question you're going to ask?
Hey, if you enjoyed this, we'd really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. It helps us a ton, and we're already hard at work on the next topic for you.